Welcome to the inside of my apartment, my humble abode, if you would like to call it. So, I know I said that this next video was going to be the last video I do vlog style, but I realized that almost all the clips I have, they're not good. So, I'm going to be talking about them. I'm also going to be talking about the events that happened in, I guess you could say, this video that I was going to edit. I have some clips. I'm not going to use all of them because, again, they're not good. I couldn't make a full video out of them. But yeah, onto the video. So, basically, I'm driving home from school, the trade school I go to, which is UTI, Universal Technical Institute. And I keep on smelling this sweet smell coming from somewhere. I don't know where. I think it's just outside. But as soon as I come to a red light, I just see a bunch of steam, smoke coming out my engine bay. I'm angry at that point. I'm kind of angry at my car, but it's okay because things happen. So I get out of my car and I go to assess my situation, what's happening. So I pop my hood, open my hood, and I just see coolant everywhere. And I see one little hose that's just peeing coolant out. It's just straight out, just peeing all over my engine, all over my headers. So it was just cleaning and making it a mess at the same time. Steam cleaning and getting sticky by the coolant cooking onto my engine. But it was this one little coolant hose that was coming from a junction block area that had multiple coolant hoses attached to it going back to, it looked like the bottom of my EGR valve, and it had, I would say, a hole, but it had multiple holes. It just had one big hole that was noticeable. There's two other holes where the hose clamps clamp onto the hose. So after taking apart my engine bay and finding out that it was that hose, I decided to look up the nearest auto parts store, but I knew that there was one close by because I used to work there actually. In my couple of first videos, you can see it in the background. Or actually, I was actually doing my videos outside after work. So I literally just got off of work right after working, and I'm gonna be trying to fix the at Advance Auto. Anyways, I walked to that store. It's like a 25-minute walk, and I think it's gonna be a beautiful walk. Nothing can go wrong. I mean, nothing did go wrong, but it was just hot. It was 90 degrees out. I was wearing black pants because that's the uniform for UTI, like dark colored pants, dark colored shirt. So I was already cooking. I was sweating. But I continue the walk, and then the sidewalk abruptly ends. It's not the end of the world. I just have to walk on the side of the street. But the walk wasn't too bad. It was pretty relaxing, I guess you could say. But I make it to the store. I get the hose. It's not necessarily a specifically for coolant, but I still got it because I did some research before, and it said that I could use this fuel hose that I got as a coolant hose. So that's what I did. So I got a foot of that. I also grabbed some coolant. And then I started my 25-minute journey back to my car. So it was basically just an hour, almost a full hour of walking, just walking. And then when I finally get it back to my car, I forgot to tell you guys, but I did kind of just pull onto the side of the road. So I did leave a note in my car saying, please don't tow my car. But, anyways, I got to my car. I fixed my car, filled it up with coolant, and boom, it's fixed. Just like that. Just had to wait to see if it would overheat. I let it idle for a little bit. I also plugged back in my idler control valve, and it surprisingly started working because when I first installed it, if you watched my last video, it was still fluctuating, so I unplugged it again because I did not like how it idled at all. But when I plugged it back in, it was working perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, it's a problem that fixed itself, I guess. Also, shout out to my dad for having a team member discount at Advance Auto. So after I fixed my car, I just drive it home, and that's the end of the first few clips. And then the next clips were going to be me buying some flowers for my beautiful girlfriend because it was our 3-year, 3-month anniversary or month anniversary. So after school, I was going to drive to Trader Joe's because my girlfriend kept on telling me that they had peonies there, which is one of her favorite flowers. So I thought I was driving to the Trader Joe's I knew, but it took me into the city actually. and it was actually pretty cool. The parking garage was cool, and the Trader Joe's was also in a cool area. I couldn't find any peonies though, but there was a bunch of flowers in the front. Still couldn't find any peonies, so I grabbed the closest thing I could find to some peonies, which were some garden roses. I still don't know if they are garden roses, but I got those because they were the closest to peonies. And then I got back in my car, and then I basically told you guys I got fired from Mazda. I lost my job at Mazda. Yes, that's right. Fired. So basically, what happened is I was getting a car out to do a PDI, a new car. If you guys don't know what a PDI is, it's a pre delivery inspection. And the parking lot there is just so tight together. It was a small dealership, but it was so tight together. And I tried to pull out one of the long CX90s, I think, which they're actually kind of big, which I don't even know why they would park them back there. Anyways, and I caught the bumper of another new car. I was low key kind of freaking out at first, but then with the way they treated me, I didn't really care. I already knew I was going to get fired because I already knew they didn't really like me. So I tell them, they assess the situation, and they don't fire me instantly because basically the main boss person already went home for the day. So I just continue working for the day, then I go home, and then the next day I drive all the way to work, which is a 45-minute drive. And I walk in, they bring me into the office and basically say I'm fired. It's not that bad though. I was actually kind of really happy because I was not happy working there. All they had me doing was doing gas ups, which is just filling up new cars with gas, getting their food, and cleaning up the shop, which I did not like at all. I signed up to work on cars, not clean and get food. So I was kind of happy that I got fired. I kind of manifested it too, not gonna lie. But, anyways, I get back to the apartment to surprise my girlfriend with the flowers and the ring. I put the ring in one of the flowers. I head up to the apartment and I hand her the flowers. Ricky. Yeah. I don't know if they're peonies or not, but it says garden rose.
Where'd you get these? They're so pretty.
There was a lot of other choices, but I chose those ones because they look mostly like peonies, which she was pretty happy about. But that was basically the extent of this video. Just let me know if you guys want me to do anything else, like a tour of the apartment. This is basically the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a bit of a different style. I'm trying to figure out my editing style and all that. So I'm gonna try out a new editing style. But that's basically the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe, all those buttons on there. And yeah, peace.